Okay, our next section going to be the frequently asked questions. Let's scroll down in our demo page and we can see that it's very nice and very simple section. We have the title, divider, and inner section with two columns, one left and one right. Inside each of the column we have 4 questions, expandable question that when clicking on the question, the answer will be displayed. How do we do that? Fairly easy. Let's go back to our Elementor screen. We can create a new section or just duplicate this one. But because we don't want any background color, it will be smarter to duplicate this section. However, after duplicating this section, we will need to drag it all the way down, and that may be a long and complicated process. We can click on the navigator feature, and here we can see all of our sections. Clicking on the section will take us to the section that we clicked on. As you can see, now we are working with the second section. We have the option to duplicate it here in the navigator tool and then drag it all the way down. That's way easier and quicker. Let's scroll down. We can see our new duplicated section over here. Now we can close the navigator feature and delete all the excessive sections or widgets that we don't need, like so. Excellent. Let's change the title text to frequently asked questions. Copy and paste it again in the text box, just like so. Excellent. Now let's drag the column widget underneath the title here. We can see 2 columns, 50-50 each. Great. And now let's look for the toggle widget. We can work with the accordion or with the toggle, doesn't really matter. And we'll drag it to the left column first. We can see 2 toggles over there. We can add more. We need 4 in our example, so let's add just a couple more. Excellent. And here we have icon and active icon. What are they? So you can see that whenever you click on a question, it becomes active and expand down. And when it's closed, you can see the arrow right icon. And when you open it up, you can see the arrow up icon. You can change it to any other icon. You can change it to this carrot if you want, for example. Obviously, it doesn't make much sense, but that's mean active icon. Of course, I'm going to bring it back to what it was, to the arrow up, because it makes more sense to our situation. Later on, we will duplicate this widget and drag the other one to the right column. But before that, let's change the questions. And here, after expanding the toggle, you can actually write down the question and the answer for each of the questions. Of course, with your business, with your website, you will actually need to think about the questions that your customers are asking you, so you can answer the questions. But for our tutorial, for our case, I will save valuable time and I'm just going to write question number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And of course, you can answer each of the questions here in this text box. Now it's a good time to move to the Style tab, and we can see that we have the option to style the toggle, title, icon, and content. And we will start by styling the title. So let's close the toggle and expand the title. And now we will change the background color to purple and the color to white. Now check this one out, guys. Only our icon changed to white and not our title itself, not the text. And even though that we want the text to change, it didn't change. Actually, it did change, but there is sometimes small bugs with Elementor, and I suspect that it happened because we changed the default color from blue to black, if you remember a few lectures ago. To prove you that it is working, just click on Update and refresh your homepage, and you will see that the title text is actually white. You can also go back to the Elementor screen, refresh this page, scrolling down, and you will see that it's actually white. So for next time, if you change something and you don't see it, just save the changes and refresh the page. Alright, back to the Style tab, into the title option, and let's change the active color of the expandable question. Right now it's white. We want to differentiate between the active and the non-active, and therefore we will change it to pink. Doesn't look the best. You can choose any other color. Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna keep it pink for our example, just like so. Perfect. Now we can move to the next option, which is our typography. You have the option to change anything you want over there, the text size, the font family, etc. And here in the content option, I'm just going to change the background color to match the title. And here we don't have active or non-active, because if you see the content, it means it's active. So we have only one option. And the text going to be white, so it will look better. And I'm also going to change the text size like so. And we can also change the family if you want, or just the line height to create more space between the lines. There you go. Beautiful. When all questions are closed, we don't have too much separation between the questions, and here we do have. So to make separation, let's just go back to the toggle option, and here we will increase the space between, and that will create margin. It will push all the questions down from one to another, just like so. It will create more space between them, and we can also play with the padding for the title. I think the default padding for the title is 15 each side, and we can increase it maybe to 18, make every title more spacious and bigger, just like so. Beautiful. We can see that the title changed back to black, but that's fine. We know how to solve it. But right now, let's just duplicate this element and drag one to the right column, just like so. Of course, we need to change the questions, we need to change the answers, etc. And after you did so, just update and refresh your page. You will see that it's perfectly fine. Everything is working beautifully and function amazingly as well. Alright guys, pause this video, create your FAQ, and let's move forward.